Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode here on True Confessions Naija. This is Uncle Ori, and the story you're about to hear comes from a message we received from one of our brothers, and the message reads like this. Good day, Uncle Ori. Good day, everyone. This is not an easy story for me to tell. Even as I sit here writing this, my hands are trembling, and there's a heaviness in my chest that words cannot fully explain. I'm not writing for pity. I'm writing because maybe someone out there will be able to understand what I went through. Maybe someone out there is going through the same thing, and my story will make them feel less alone. This happened during the lockdown, that time when the whole world seemed to stop spinning. I live in Zambia. I'm not a rich man. I'm just middle class. I've never had everything I've wanted, but I've always tried to make sure my family had enough. Before COVID, life was okay. Not perfect, but okay. We had our small routines. Sunday lunch after church, kids playing outside until sunset, my wife's laughter echoing in the house. But when lockdown started, all of that changed. The world slowed down, but inside me, a storm began to grow. My wife was a nurse. She was the strongest person I knew, not just because of her job, but because of the way she carried herself, calm, steady, the kind of person who could walk into a room full of chaos and somehow make everyone breathe easier. When the pandemic hit, she became the anchor of our family, and me, I became a stay-at-home dad, not because I wanted to, but because the rules were clear. Only essential workers could go out. My job didn't fall into that category. So while she went out to fight an invisible enemy, I stayed home with the kids. You would think staying home was easier, but it wasn't. Every time she stepped out the door in her uniform, my chest tightened. I tried to be strong for her, but inside I was terrified. I tried to help in small ways. I'll fill up the bathtub with hot water so she could soak and relax when she came home. I'll make sure the kids didn't jump on her the moment she walked in, even though they missed her terribly. But deep down, I felt useless. She was out there risking her life, and I was at home folding laundry, cooking, and helping with the homework. I know these things matter, but to a man who has always worked, always provided, it made me feel like less. I began to sink into depression slowly. Though I didn't know at first, I told myself it was just stress. But every night, after the kids were asleep, I would sit in the dark, wondering what my purpose was if I couldn't even protect my wife from what was out there. Months passed. We sanitized everything. Groceries, door handles, even the kids' toys. We followed every rule. Still, I knew the risk was always there. Then one morning, she woke up shivering. At first, I thought maybe she was just tired from her double shifts. But then, I touched her forehead. It was burning. She asked me to bring the thermometer. I refused because in my heart, I already knew what it would say. The cough started the same day. By evening, it was worse. We tried to get her tested, but the hospitals were overwhelmed. Testing kits were scarce. The days blurred into nights as I watched her condition decline. She tried to hide how bad it was, smiling for the kids, telling them, "Mommy's just a little tired." But at night, when she thought I was asleep, I would hear her coughing in the bathroom so they wouldn't wake up. I'll never forget it. She held my hand, her grip so weak I could barely feel it. Her eyes though tired, still had the same warmth. She whispered, "Take care of them, protect them." And then she was gone. I held her lifeless body in my arms. The silence in the room so loud, it felt like it was crushing me. Because of the lockdown, only a few close relatives could come to the funeral. No proper goodbyes, no huge gathering of friends to comfort us. Just mask, distance, and a cold wind blowing through the cemetery. I tried to be strong for the kids. I really did. On the outside, I smiled. I cooked for them. I helped them with the schoolwork. I told them everything was going to be okay. But inside, I was falling apart gradually. Every time they went to bed, I'll lock myself in my room, turn off the lights, and cry silently until my chest hurts. A friend once told me, a man cannot be depressed. If you break down, who will protect your family? So I pretended I was okay, pretended I was still the man I was before. Just when I thought I couldn't take it anymore, my own brother and sister fell sick just like my wife. The virus had come for my family again. I prayed, I begged God, I tried everything I could to get them help, but the hospitals were full. Doctors were tired. Medicine was limited. Within weeks, they were gone too. Losing my wife had shattered me, but losing my siblings, that almost destroyed me completely. Now, every day feels like a battle. I watch movies late into the night so that when I finally fall asleep, I'm too tired to dream because my dreams are full of them. My wife, my brother, my sister, alive, laughing, calling my name. And then, when I wake up, and the silence is louder than ever. I hid my depression from my children. They still see me as their protector, their father. I can't let them see me broken. But sometimes, when they are at school and I'm alone, the walls feel like they are closing in. I'm telling my story because people need to understand depression is real. It doesn't matter if you are a man or a woman. It doesn't matter if you are strong or weak. I'm not healed. I don't know if I'll ever be. But I wake up every day and try again for my kids, for the promise I made to my wife. So if you're going through something, please don't hide it like I did. Talk to someone because carrying it alone will crush you. That's my confession. It's raw, it's painful, but it's my truth. And if it helps, even one person feels less alone, then it's worth telling. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my story. I'll be reading your thoughts and feedback in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our brothers. Let us try to talk to him in the comments. Things they really happen for this our world. Now, wow.